confronted with the huge task of finding an answer to the growing threat of electronic waste. Ghana and Nigeria have been at the receiving end of its full impact. The United Nations E-Waste Academy is meeting experts and participants to find solutions to the problem. Nadi Pitoma, who is a participant, has the details.
The growing demand for modern electronic gadgets continues to shorten the lifespan of many others. This has resulted in a rapid growth in electronic waste. The United Nations estimates that 50 million tons of e-waste is generated globally each year. Majority of the electronic junk ends up in developing countries as a burning toxic heap, posing a serious threat to human health and the environment. Most of these countries have little or no regulations on its effective recycling and disposal. This year's United Nations University E-Waste Academy in Accra brought together experts and participants worldwide to share knowledge and experiences in the area of electronic waste management. The health and environmental impact of electronic waste, also known as e-waste, has been well documented. Experts have been working tirelessly for a sustainable solution. Jean is here to tell us what has been done so far. Please, can you tell us what you are doing at the moment?
So what we're doing here at the E-Waste Academy is we're helping people who will be future legislators or who will run future businesses that are related to e-waste and the management and sustainable solutions of e-waste.
How difficult has it been for experts to find a lasting solution to the e-waste menace, especially in developing countries?
So we're a long way off having the sustainable solution for e-waste, but I think what's happening is we're making steady progress. And particularly in Africa at the moment, we're starting to see a move from just everybody talking about the problem to actually looking at solutions. So I think we're very close to seeing solutions happen on the ground and to see sustainable solutions come. But globally, it's a big, big learning curve, and we won't see a global solution for a long time.
The e-waste menace is getting out of control in some African countries. This is how a leading expert in e-waste, Professor Oladele Osibanjo, describes the situation in Nigeria.
Nigeria is the capital of e-waste in Africa. From the recent SBC, Secretarial Basel Convention, E-Waste Africa project sponsored by European Union, Nigeria generates about 1.2 million metric tons of e-waste per annum, while Ghana is over 200,000. So the waste generation in Nigeria is 5 times that of Ghana.
Ghana's Agbogboshi is a major receptacle of e-waste.
We have Switzerland who are coming in very soon with the program to try to look at various aspects. We are currently working with the raw materials group from Sweden who are trying to see whether they can train the informal operators in environmentally sound disassembly. And then you know that the law too has gone quite far. We did the draft legislation and we subjected it to stakeholder consultation, submitted it to Cabinet, and I think Cabinet has given the go-ahead that we should finalize it.
Kenya has made some impressive strides in resolving the problem.
We have already developed national guidelines to guide on how the different stakeholders must do to address the e-waste problem. Now we are in the process of turning those guidelines to make them as a regulation, because we had not done a regulation before. We have a waste management law which did not address adequately the issue of e-waste.
Experts are concerned that e-waste has not been given the needed attention.
We need to get right the framework conditions. And that means recycling industries need to be able to work in a level playing field so that everybody applies to the same rules. And also they need to be sure that if they invest anything in recycling solutions, that in the long term they also have the income.
The receiving countries, they should enforce the laws, but for them, for this it is also necessary to have national laws already implemented. And I think this is one of the weaknesses that the West African countries didn't have domesticated the Basel Convention.
The big change could also be recognizing e-waste as a valuable resource that can be recycled in an environmentally friendly manner. E-waste is now an increasing global problem, which needs a global solution. Nadi Butulma, ETV Ghana News.